Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living. I'm Gary, and today we're going to use beet squash. We're going to cut them in half and we're going to bake them in the oven. But what the twist there is going to be is that it's going to have the beet and the Brussels sprout leaves mixed into it with a combination of bell peppers, onions, and a little bit of celery. But for the protein, we're going to put in chia seeds. Now the difference is we're doing in this video is we're not going to cook it ahead of time. We're going to cook it while it's in the oven. Come and see how I put together this unusual vegan meal.
Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food plant-based lifestyle.
So what we did, this is a 6-cup measuring cup. This is 2 cups of
chia seeds. Here we are rehydrating the chia seeds.
And we're going to just leave it in there a few minutes while I get the strainer. Alright, so we're going to cut it long way. So we kind of have a figure. I'm just loosely putting a line all the way down where I want to cut it. Basically a large blade knife that's serrated. Now this grew in my backyard. And then we're going to cut the top here, which is where the gourd is. I'm going to go back and we're just going to outline it. Okay, now what you're going to do next is you're going to scrape these seeds out of here, but not at the very end because you want to keep this like your container. So you can use a strong spoon or even a serving spoon, and you're just going to scrape it out like this. So this is going to take a little bit of time to do. This is going to be it. We're not only going to cut this yellow squash, we're going to do the same thing to the zucchini, and we may add this one to it too, which is a yellow squash on one side and the zucchini on the other side. I guess it was trying to make up its mind. Alright, so that's what we're going to do next. So we'll see you in a little bit. After I get this done, I'll show you how I plan to stuff it. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to start stuffing it. So I made it this fun. I made it half yellow, half green. This is the zucchini. This is the yellow squash. Since we're on the subject, this is the time when you go through your pulp here and you grab the good seeds. If you see any big seeds, you can transplant this over again next year without having to buy a plant at a commercial store like we did. There's a viewer that watches my videos. His name is Bigfoot, and that's what he does. He has a lot more plants than I do. But he gave me the idea, and I'm going to be doing some of that. Alright, so let's get back to it. These over here are the Brussels sprout leaves, the top leaves on top of the plant. After you cook them, they really don't have much of a taste. I think that's the reason why you don't see many recipes with these in them. So what we're going to do, we're going to double check all these leaves. These are all Brussels sprout leaves. And you can tell the beet leaves because they have the beet stems attached to them. These are all Brussels sprout. These right here are beet leaves. Now these are delicious. So what we're going to do is we're going to shred this up. We're going to add chia seeds to it. And we're going to top it off with bell peppers. And we're going to add a little bit of celery to it too. Alright, so that's the next step. So here what I'm doing is I've taken the leaves that were in the refrigerator overnight and I'm placing them in and I'm using scissors to cut them. I could easily have just cut them on the chopping block. It's just easier for me to just cut them. I'm trying to leave the stems behind because in the past I've experimented with the stems and they just get in the way. Now these are the leaves that were the Brussels sprout leaves. So we're just going to cut this down and then we're going to mix the chia seeds. Use a larger bowl, of course. And then we're going to stuff our squash. Yes, you could use a food processor. That way it would probably be a better mix. But sometimes I just like to do it the long way. Plus I wanted to double check on all the leaves. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Now I'm going to get a larger bowl. Now you knew that I put in some seeds, and I've tried a few different things this time around. The seeds I used were arugula seeds, and at first in the broth they didn't really impart any flavor, and later on I found out that you had to slit the seeds to be able to get even a little bit of flavor. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix in about half of this, which is chia seeds. This is your protein part. My hands are clean, of course, without saying. So what you're mixing is you're mixing your protein in your leaves. So what I've done here is I've added orange pepper. It's a bell pepper. And what I do is I just simply cut it in strips like this. And I cut it again, and then I go back and I cut it to bite size. Of course you could easily do this on your cutting board. This is just easier for me right now. Okay, so we're going to put the rest of this pepper in. Going to clean up the kitchen. I'm going to show you the next step. Alright, so for my starch solution family, this is basically chia seeds, protein. I've placed in some red kidney beans. It's got red bell peppers, and it's got the beet greens inside of it. You can see it's just perfect. So we're going to take a mat and then pick some chia seeds. Just going to coat the bottom. The reason I got it wet, so now it's a little bit tricky. And you put some of your bell peppers in it. Okay, and then you're going to put some of the kidney beans in it. In a few minutes we're going to put the red beet leaves. So except for the dark red kidney beans, everything else is from my garden. Okay, so then what you do is you lay it flat. Now it's got a little bit more juice than I like. I would really like it to have a lot less juice, but it's going to cook in the oven and it's going to straighten up. Over here, like I got a little too much, I can transfer to this side. And then what I like to do is kind of flatten it down, like so. So everything's flat, except for this one got a little crazy. So I'm just going to push it out. Now, take your squash that you've stuffed and put it on a baking sheet. This is one of my old ones. And put in parchment paper underneath it. And then go to your oven. You should have done this already by now, but go to your oven and turn it on for 350 degrees. This is going to cook for about 35 minutes. Some people, what they do is they like a crusty topping and they can put breadcrumbs or panko dressing. We're going to leave ours like this. Now remember, there's no seasoning at all on this. All there is the raw vegetables, except for what came out of the kidney beet can, and I rinsed that before I placed it in each of these squashes. Now we're going to wait for the oven to come up to temperature, and then we're going to stick this in the oven. Well, it always happens. This is my parchment paper, and it's empty. So I managed to get a small little piece out, so I've stuck it in between. You can see it's on the edge here. That'll be fine. Meanwhile, we're going to clean up the kitchen and wait for the oven to turn on. Then I'll show you what I do next. Alright, so it's set at 350 degrees. The next step is, of course, to open it up and to put in the squash. Alright, now it's time to take them out. Alright, you can see the boats are already here. We're going to choose this boat right over here. Let's see which ones can you see. You can see this one here. You just simply cut it in half like that. This is the piece I'm thinking about eating for my dinner tonight. Okay, you get these out of the way because they're very hot. Then cut it open. Okay. You put the fork in, you see how it goes right through, so you know the squash is all cooked. Alright, so I cooked 2 zucchinis and 1 yellow squash. Going to be plenty of food for the rest of the week. So let's see how it turned out. Well, the squash does taste a little green because it doesn't have any seasoning in it. So this tastes quite good. I think I'll be able to easily put it in plastic bags and have it for future meals for me. But I love squash. I don't think it's going to be around that long. Thanks a lot for watching us, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.
If you like what you see, subscribe. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.